Lagos State Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget held sensitization workshop on social protection policy. Military deploys troops to Ondo State ahead gubernatorial election. On the foreign scene, government introduces stricter anti-pollution measures in India's capital. And in sports, UEFA launches investigation into Premier League referee David Coates' snorting powder video at Euro 2024. Now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget has organized a sensitization workshop for council managers on social protection policy from 20 local government areas and 37 local council development areas of the state. Special advisor to the governor on economic planning and budget, Akan Usen, said the workshop aligns with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration's Themes Plus agenda, particularly in efforts to reduce poverty. Balogun also noted that the event marks a significant milestone in the state's commitment to enhancing the well-being of its citizens through the implementation of social protection policies.
At this crucial point, it is important to note that many organizations, including the federal government, agencies of WAPA, SDG, Social Scholarship Board, and others, public bodies inclusive, philanthropists, development partners like UNDP, UN Women, and so on, are currently supporting this body of work and also mining the record, attesting to the credibility of the register. Furthermore, Lagos State government on its own part has been intentional about realizing the work of social protection by increasing funding sector at state level, while the distribution of the 7 desktop computers to the CBT team at the 7 LG.
Earlier in her welcome address, Director in the Ministry, Ojo Olainka, emphasized that the workshop provided a crucial platform for discussing and strategizing the effective implementation of social protection policies, reflecting Lagos State's commitment to aligning its local policies with the national social welfare agenda.
In the larger plan of the Lagos State Development Plan 2052, which we are aware of, protection of our people is a key program. How do I mean? It's a 4-bucket development plan that talks about a thriving economy, talks about human-centric city, modern infrastructure. If you are talking about human-centric city, we are talking about a city that has capacity, to thrive its economy.
In his global message, Social Policy Manager, United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, Mohamed Okori, encouraged all stakeholders to work together to create a sustainable and inclusive system that addresses the needs of the most marginalized communities. At the workshop, which attracted key stakeholders, participants took part in a series of sessions led by experts in social policy, community engagement, and policy implementation. Lagos State Emergency Management Agency LASEMA has taken a step towards pushing for the improvement of the emergency response by health facilities and emergency services. Permanent Secretary LASEMA, Olufemi Okeosoitolu, stated this during the development of Management of Emergency Victims Protocol Technical Interactive Session. Okeosoitolu said that the objective of the program is to articulate the emergency preparedness and response protocol for healthcare facilities in Lagos State. He said it will include building the capacity of health facilities in emergency response, articulate a clear and actionable emergency preparedness and response protocol specifically for healthcare facilities, and also deal with the empowerment of healthcare providers, ensuring that victims receive timely and effective care.
The key factor in emergency management is communication, and today we want to establish holistic protocol which is going to make our communication not only be effective, it will be efficient. So we will be speaking the same language, roles and responsibility will be defined. So with this, we discover that it's a way of ginger up our response system, it's a way of ginger up our preparedness, and it's a way of being on top of challenges.
Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Segun Ogundeko, said the agencies are looking forward to being efficiently responsive and available to deal with any emergency situation without any form of delay or issues.
Lagos State Emergency Management Agency has been in the forefront of emergency responses for Lagos State, and is one of that agency that is qualified to take oversight when there are issues of emergencies or disasters. I would say that they've been very responsive. They are adequately spread enough to be able to attend to emergency within a very short while.
LASEMA, in collaboration with Health Facility Monitoring and Accreditation Agency HIFAMA, is proposing to work with public and private healthcare providers in Lagos State to develop and implement emergency preparedness and response guidelines or protocols. A public health physician, Olajide Shobande, noted that the stakeholders' consultation serves as an avenue to communicate with people within the healthcare and emergency system services.
We want to define the governance arrangement, saying who is responsible for what, who is leading, what are the roles and responsibilities of all the stakeholders who are working in emergency response, especially in terms of providing healthcare response. Then secondly, we want to define what for these facilities that exist, what are the minimum requirements, what are the things that they need to have in place in order to be able to respond in a timely fashion, in an efficient fashion, and provide quality healthcare for the patients who are brought to their facility.
The session was attended by representatives and participants from HIFAMA, Lagos State Ministry of Health, Public Healthcare Facilities, also referred to as General Hospital, Emergency Response Partners, Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, as well as Lagos State Ambulance Service, LASAMBOS. In commemoration of World Diabetes Day, Lagos State Ministry of Health with Health Matters Incorporated have organized a global diabetes walk and free diabetes screening exercise at the Lagos State Government Secretariat in Alausa. Participants walked through the Secretariat complex to raise awareness of diabetes and its impact on well-being. Public servants were also offered free diabetes screenings to identify potential risks early. The event, themed Diabetes and Well-Being, aimed to create awareness and access to diabetes screening among Lagosians, emphasizing the importance of lifestyle changes in diabetes prevention. Permanent Secretary of the Lagos State Ministry of Health, Olusegun Ogboye, highlighted the government's commitment to reducing diabetes prevalence through awareness and proactive health screenings. Ogboye, who was represented by the Director of Disease Control, Victoria Egunjobi, stressed the role of healthy choices, regular physical activity, and avoiding smoking and alcohol to reduce diabetes risks. Now to the rest of the stories. Defense Headquarters has confirmed that troops have been deployed in significant numbers for the Ondo State gubernatorial election. It stated that the deployment was to support the police and ensure a smooth election in the state. In a statement, Director of Defense Media Operations, Buba Edward, said the presence of troops will ensure that voters exercise their franchise without harassment. Buba also reported that various operations in the northern parts of the country led to the deaths of 88 terrorists and the arrest of 228 suspects. He added that the troops had recovered stolen crude oil worth 1 billion naira in the south. The federal government has successfully secured a $134 million loan facility from the African Development Bank aimed at boosting agricultural production, particularly in the seeds and grains sector. The loan was announced by the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, during the flag off of the 2024-2025 National Dry Season Farming Initiative in Calabar. Kyari said the loan is part of the National Agricultural Growth Support Scheme, Agro Pocket Project, a strategic initiative aimed at enhancing the capacity of Nigerian farmers to meet growing food demands. The minister emphasized the importance of the loan for the continued development of Nigeria's agricultural sector. Now to foreign news. Indian government has banned non-essential construction in New Delhi, the world's most polluted capital, and urged residents to avoid burning coal for heating to combat worsening air quality that has disrupted flights and obscured the Taj Mahal. The new measures include sprinkling water with dust suppressant on roads, as well as mechanized sweeping that will help settle dust. Delhi's chief minister also directed all primary schools to shift to online classes. Now, sports. UEFA has appointed an ethics and disciplinary inspector to investigate Premier League referee David Coote after a video emerged of him allegedly snorting a white powder during Euro 2024. It comes after English referees body Professional Game Match Officials Limited, PGMOL, said it is taking fresh allegations about Coote very seriously. The 42-year-old was suspended by PGMOL after different video footages were posted on social media, appearing to show him making disparaging remarks about former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp. Coote's comments about the German are also being investigated by the Football Association. European football's governing body, UEFA, which had already suspended Coote, has now opened an investigation into his conduct. And that's all for the news at 6. Always slow down for pedestrians crossing the road. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X at Traffic Radio 961, and Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget has organized a sensitization workshop for council managers on social protection policy from the 20 local government areas and 37 local council development areas of the state. The Defense Headquarters has confirmed that troops have been deployed in significant numbers for the Ondo State gubernatorial election. We also told you that Indian government has banned non-essential construction in New Delhi, the world's most polluted capital, and urged residents to avoid burning coal for heating to combat worsening air quality that has disrupted flights and obscured the Taj Mahal. In sports, UEFA has appointed an ethics and disciplinary inspector to investigate Premier League referee David Coote after a video emerged of him allegedly snorting a white powder during Euro 2024. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idoolaya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.